And now we are going to ask you a few three things.
A few three things?
Okay. A few three things. Mohanlal gartho modelu petteddamu. 3 things to impress your wife.
Now it's Empuraan.
Okay.
Why should I impress? That you cannot impress a person.
You can't impress a wife.
Knowingly, you cannot impress a person.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, but because the other person will have the brain to catch it.
Catch it. Okay. Prithvi garu
So,
meer cheppandi.
impress wife. My God.
Ayyo. Sir.
Maybe tomorrow evening he'll
Because,
cook for Switch.
Yeah, I'll find out. So normally, normally wives, they won't get impressed whatever
Okay.
you do.
Correct.
Okay.
So that is called nothing. 3 things. So many things we will do to impress, and nothing is working out so far.
Okay. Nothing hasn't worked out so far is not the truth, because it's been such a long journey that you all have traveled together. So you don't need to impress her anymore.
Correct. That's
పృథ్వీ
it.
గారు, మీరు ఎందుకంటే నేను ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూలో విన్నాను దట్ మీరు డైరెక్షన్ చేస్తున్నారంటే వాళ్ళకి కొంచెం అన్ఈజీగా ఉంటుందని, బికాజ్ యూ కాంట్ స్పెండ్ మచ్ టైం.
Yeah, because my wife and daughter do not enjoy me directing at all.
Okay.
Because I spend a lot of time away from home. Currently, as of today, for me it is very easy to impress my wife. I just need to turn up at home.
Okay.
Because that will be very shocking for her. Yeah.
So 3 things to hide from your wife.
My God, this is something else we are going.
Any one thing also is okay, sir.
See, to be very frank, I don't hide because I don't know how to say a lie.
Okay.
Or of course sometimes we do, but definitely if I do something, it will be
నోన్ తెలిసిపోతుంది.
yeah. So I cannot hide anything from my wife.
ఓకే.
Not possible.
పృథ్వీ గారు?
There's nothing that my wife does not know.
ఓకే. Because she's already very actively involved in production.
No, it's not about production and all, is simple.
Yeah, and at home, everywhere. She's there everywhere.
She knows there's nothing that she does not know.
Okay. Okay, 3 things a director might say to actors.
A director might, 3 things a
3
director
things.
might.
Any 3 things.
Could be anything. I mean, like,
Action.
yeah, action cut, one
Start,
more.
yeah.
3 movies on politics which are your favorites.
I can say Lucifer,
Yes.
Empuraan, and something called Naatu. So many films.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Or like even Raja Abinda Magan or Bhumile Raja Kanmar. It's all my films. Varta. So many films are there.
ఓకే. తెలుగు ఫుడ్స్లో మీకు ఇష్టమైనటువంటి ఫుడ్ ఏదైనా ఉందా?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the name, yeah.
Gutti vankai kura.
Prabhas, what is that thing that your cook makes?
పులావ్, భీమవరం,
No, it's a mutton thing.
మటన్, గోంగూర మటన్.
No, Gongura mutton we know, but
వాట్ ప్రభాస్ మేక్స్ ఇప్పుడు కనుక్కోండి
I
మీరందరూ
don't
కలిసి.
know the name of the dish also.
Okay.
I'll ask him.
సో ప్రభాస్ వాళ్ళ ఇంటి నుంచి వచ్చేటువంటి మటన్ కూర బాగా ఇష్టం అంట. మోహన్లాల్ గారు, మీకు తెలుగు
I
వంటకాల్లో?
love all the food, but I love pesarat.
పెసరట్టు.
Yeah.
ఓకే. సో
And chapla pulsa.
చేపల పులుసు, నెల్లూరు చేపల పులుసు.
I also like that, yeah.
ఓకే. సో ఇప్పుడు మంజు వారియర్ గారిని కూడా మనం ఒక లూసిఫర్ 1లో చూసాము. ఇందులో మనం ఇంకా ఎలా చూడబోతున్నాము ఆవిడ, లైక్ హౌ పవర్ఫుల్ ఇస్ షీ గోయింగ్ టు బీ?
So every character that will exist across the 3 films of the franchise will have an arc that travels from part 1 to the end of part 3. Manju has a significant travel within her character arc in part 2.
ఓకే.
Whereas Lal sir's character, if you need to actually discover the entire arc of his character, you will have to wait till end of part 3.
ఓకే.
So yeah, so Manju has quite a significant role in this part of the franchise.
మీరు ఒక పోస్టర్ రిలీజ్ చేశారు, అందులో వెనక నుంచి చూస్తే ఫహద్ గారు లాగా ఉన్నారు, కానీ ఇంకా ఏం అనౌన్స్ చేయలేదు. ఇది ఫహద్ గారేనా కాదా అని ఒక డౌట్ తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్కి కూడా. పుష్పలో బాగా చూసి ఉన్నారు కదా ఆయన్ని, ఏమంటారు?
Because it is not Fahad.
ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఫహద్.
No.
ఓ, ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఫహద్. సో అదైతే ఒక క్లారిటీ వచ్చేసింది. ఇట్ ఇస్
If it is Fahad, why should I ask him to turn that side again?
వి థాట్ మేబీ ఇట్స్ అ సీక్రెట్. ఓకే. సో అది ఫహద్ గారు కాదు. సో స్టీఫెన్ నెడుంబల్లిని చూసాం మేము పార్ట్ 1లో ఎక్కువగా. ఇదంతా ఖురేషీ గారి స్టోరీనే ఎక్కువ నడుస్తుందా మనకి?
Well, I mean, at the end of part 1, you realize that Stephen Nedumbally also has another identity.
Okay.
And now that we have put that identity out there, we can't. It's as a filmmaker, it's now up to me to show the people the world of that person. You know.
Okay.
So this film very much explores and takes you inside the world of Qureshi Abram. But then it is also very, the plot and the narrative is also very closely knit with what happens in India and in Kerala.
ఓకే గాడ్ ఫాదర్ సినిమా రిలీజ్ అయింది తెలుగులో, లూసిఫర్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని వచ్చినటువంటి సినిమా. అదేమైనా మీరు చూసారా చిరంజీవి గారి మూవీ?
No.
డిడ్ యూ వాచ్ ద ఫిల్మ్?
Yeah.
ఓకే.
But they have changed the story a little
Yes,
bit. And
yes.
differently. It's a lot of films, so many films of mine. But I don't think they can make a second part because of some couple of characters are not there in that first movie. Some character shift has happened.
ఓకే. ఇప్పుడు మహేష్ బాబు గారి సినిమాకి సంబంధించి కూడా, అంటే మన రాజమౌళి గారి సినిమాల్లో మీరు ఉన్నారని ఏవో కొన్ని లీక్స్ అయ్యాయి. ఎనీథింగ్ దట్ యూ వాంట్ టు త్రో లైట్ ఆన్ ఇట్? నథింగ్. మేమే కనుక్కోవాలన్నమాట. ఓకే, సలార్ 2 షూటింగ్ ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుందో చెప్పండి.
So Prashant has to finish Tarak's film,
Okay.
and obviously I have to finish my commitments, and post that we will. Prabhas of course has to finish Spirit and all that. So post that we will get together and do Salar 2, but it's happening.
గివెన్ అన్ ఆప్షన్, మీరు తెలుగులో కూడా సినిమాలు డైరెక్ట్ చేసేటువంటి అవకాశం ఉందా?
I've been offered the opportunity to direct films in Telugu multiple times.
ఓకే.
Let's see. I mean, I don't know. Maybe not.
రజనీకాంత్ గారితో ఒక ట్వీట్ బయటకు వచ్చింది, లైక్ మీరు పెట్టినటువంటి ట్వీట్. ఆయన చూసిన తర్వాత ఏదో అన్నారు, అది విని మీరు చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఫీల్ అయ్యారు అని. ఆయన ఏమన్నారు? వాట్ డిడ్ హీ సే?
That I'll just keep to myself personally. But this is something that I wanted to do because actually, like, I also had the opportunity to make a film with Rajni sir a couple of years back, but I couldn't back then come up with a subject that I was confident enough to go and narrate to him.
Okay.
So that time, Soundarya was actually trying to set up the project with me, and this time when I just finished my post-production, I was in Chennai and I called Soundarya and I said, listen, I've just sort of completely taken the final mix of my trailer out of the lab, and no, I hadn't even shown it to Mohanlal sir. The first person, I mean literally the first person outside the actual team of the film who made the film and the trailer to see the trailer was Rajni sir.
Wow.
Yeah, so I called Soundarya and she talked to Rajni sir, and I went home. He saw the trailer and he asked me to play it again. He saw it again and then he hugged me and he spoke to me for a long time. Then he said, call Lal, and he spoke to Lal sir also from there. Yeah.
ఓకే. సో మోహన్ లాల్ గారితో ఇప్పుడు మీరు 3 సినిమాలు వరుసగా చేసుకుంటూ వచ్చేసారు డైరెక్షన్. అదర్ దెన్ మోహన్ లాల్ గారు, నెక్స్ట్ మీరు ఎవరిని డైరెక్ట్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారు?
To be very frank, even with my first film, I did not start off thinking I want to direct Mohanlal sir.
Okay.
It was just a subject that my writer pitched to me and which he had always envisioned with Mohanlal sir in the lead.
Okay.
And then I don't know, my maybe because I'm such a big fan of Mohanlal sir, maybe every time I start thinking of a film, maybe as a filmmaker I gravitate towards Mohanlal sir. So I don't know what is the next. I mean, of course, we have the third part of this film, which obviously will star Mohanlal sir. But yeah, for the third part to happen, part 2 will have to be a massive success. So let's see.
ఐఎమ్ ష్యూర్ ఇట్స్ గోయింగ్ టు బి అ మ్యాసివ్ సక్సెస్. ఇప్పుడు మీరు మధ్యలో ఒక బ్రోడాడీ అనే సినిమాని చేశారు, కొంచెం ఒక రొమాంటిక్ కామెడీని అందించారు. మళ్ళీ ఈ లూసిఫర్ 3 కన్నా ముందు ఇంకొక సినిమా తీస్తారా, లేకపోతే డైరెక్ట్ యూ విల్ బి జంపింగ్ ఇన్ టు?
Maybe we'll just decide to have fun and do another film before it. I don't know.
ఓకే. అంటే అప్పుడైతే కోవిడ్ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి ఆ టైంలో వేరే చేయడానికి లేక మీరు బ్రోడాడీ అనేటువంటి సినిమాని చేశారు. ఇప్పుడు అలాంటి అవకాశాలు ఏం లేవు. బట్ జస్ట్ ఫర్ అ గ్యాప్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ అనదర్ కామికల్ ఫిల్మ్. maybe
it'll be good for us to also get away from, as a filmmaker, actually Brodaddy I think was a very big challenge and also relief for me because it sort of completely broke my mold that I had in Lucifer. So before I came to Lucifer 2, I had done something so different as a filmmaker that when I came to Lucifer 2, it was again like a fresh process for me. So that is good to have. So let's see.
Okay. And finally about the DOP, Sujit Vasudevan గారి గురించి మీరు ఏదైనా చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నారా? He's been traveling with you all.
We watched the film. He has done a great job. Like even in Lucifer, definitely he has created some magic. This is a camera is the main factor of a film.
Yeah.
And to do that, and he was very keen that he should work with him because they have got a very good sync, and he knows about what he wants, about the lensing, about the time, the quality. So he has created a magic in this film.
Karthik.
And the music,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
He can talk about music.
Sujit actually has done the most number of films with me as an actor. My acting career,
Okay.
I think Sujit Vasudev shot most number of films with me. And I've always had a great rapport with him. And I think back in 2011 or 12, I'm not really sure the year, we were shooting a film in Malayalam. And I just randomly told him, listen, someday I'll direct a film and you'll be my DOP. And that time there was no plan for me to direct or anything. And between that and Lucifer happening, we had already worked in another, I think, 10-12 films as cinematographer and actor.
Okay.
So we share a great rapport, and I think Sujit is, my DOP has got, he's not somebody who's like a, he's not somebody who's learned cinematography from a book or a course or a college. It's just on the ground experience for him. And there is a quality that comes with people like that. Sujit started off almost like a unit boy, then was a light assistant, then a camera assistant, then used to assist cinematographers, then was a unit chief. It's come up like that.
Yeah.
So there's a quality to people who have actually gained experience like that, which Sujit has. And also his aesthetics are very international.
Okay.
His preference of color palettes and how he treats contrast ratios and all are very international. And I'm very, very confident that Sujit Vasudev can pull off a truly international looking film. So I had no doubts in my mind that I wanted Sujit to shoot this film. Deepak Dev, my music director, all three of my films, Deepak is done. So Deepak is actually more known for bro-daddy kind of cinema.
Yeah.
Deepak is not somebody whose name is constantly discussed when you're talking about mass commercial cinema. But having worked with him for so long, he's done a lot of films with me as an actor again. I always spotted that spark in Deepak. That I always thought he could actually pull off a massy film in a very international, classy kind of a way.
Okay.
And actually, to be very frank, this is the first film where Deepak and I, as a director and music director, had the liberty to go all out because of the scale and the budget. So we actually constructed a score for the film, for this 3-hour-long film. And then we took it to London and got the Macedonian Orchestra to record it for us in the Abbey Road Hall. So I truly believe it is Deepak's best work, and the film has a truly international sounding score.
సూపర్. మోహన్లాల్ గారు, మీరు మీ ఎనర్జీని ఎలాగా, అసలు ఈ ఎనర్జీని ఎలా మెయింటైన్ చేస్తున్నారనే దాని గురించి ఏమైనా టిప్స్ ఇస్తారా మాకు? హౌ డస్ దిస్ ఎనర్జీ కంటిన్యూ? వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ మంత్రా ఇన్ లైఫ్?
You have got ample energy. Why should I tell you? I should learn from you.
Like,
you should be very true and relaxed, and no kind of commitments, unnecessary thought process. Don't carry sacks of emotions on your shoulder. Be a free bird. Just drift with the flow, and be very, what you can call very. Be a human. That's
This is exactly how he is actually.
ఓకే.
I've said this to many people. What he now described is his personality.
ఓకే. సో దట్స్ సో నైస్. మరి వెళ్లే ముందు తెలుగు ప్రేక్షకులకి మీరు ఏం చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నారు? వాట్ డు యు వాంట్ టు సే టు ద
definitely
తెలుగు
this film is for the audience of India. We made a film pan-Indian. They call it pan-Indian. There's a name. Nothing. Just watch the film, bless us. Then only we can come out with better films.
ఎస్. ఇప్పటి వరకు తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్ చాలా ఎక్కువగా ఓటీటీలో మలయాళం సినిమాలని చూస్తూ ఉన్నారు. ఇప్పటి నుంచి డైరెక్ట్గా మనకి తెలుగులోనే ఈ సినిమాల్ని రిలీజ్ చేస్తున్నారు కాబట్టి తప్పకుండా చూసి ఆదరిద్దాము. మార్చ్ 27న థియేటర్స్లో రిలీజ్ అవుతోంది. పృథ్వీ గారు, ఎనీథింగ్ దట్ యూ వాంట్ టు యాడ్?
Yeah, as an industry, this is a very aspirational film for us, for the whole of Malayalam industry. I know it's a little unbecoming of me to be saying that about a film that I have directed myself, but I'm now objectively looking at this. What we are trying to do with this film, if we do manage to do it, it really does start a lot of new things and opens a lot of new doors for Malayalam cinema, and also for the entire movement of cinema becoming national. Yeah. So we have tried our best. We have put in our absolute best efforts to give you what we believe is a truly top of the line commercial entertainer. I really hope you go to theaters on the 27th onwards and you watch the film and you really, really enjoy it. Once again, I'm going to repeat this. For my Telugu speaking friends, I would really prefer you watch the Telugu version of Empuraan.
తెలుగులో ఒక లైన్ ఏమైనా చెప్తారేంటి? మీరు తెలుగులో మీరు వెళ్ళి ఈ సినిమాని చూడండి.
మీరు వెళ్ళి ఈ సినిమాని చూడండి.
దట్స్ ఇట్. యూ హెవెంట్ ఎవర్ డబ్డ్ ఇన్ తెలుగు?
All my films I have dubbed myself.
Yeah. So you know Telugu. మీకు వచ్చు కాబట్టి మీరు ఈజీగానే
Even Goat Life I dubbed for myself.
Yeah.
Salar I dubbed for myself. All 5 languages I dubbed for myself.
I didn't meet you at the time of Goat Life, but what an extraordinary performance.
Thank you so
It was
much.
shortlisted for the Oscars also.
Thank
So
you.
hearty congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And what kind of standards you brought to Indian cinema is really amazing.
Thank
అలాంటి
you so
సినిమాల్ని ఎప్పుడో మన నూటికో కోటికో ఒకటి చూస్తూ ఉంటాము. అలాంటి సినిమాలు చరిత్రలో మిగిలిపోతాయి. అంత అద్భుతమైన సినిమాల్ని అందించినందుకు మీకు శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజెప్తూ ఉన్నాము. అండ్ అలాగే మోహన్ లాల్ గారు మరొకసారి చాలా చాలా థ్యాంక్స్. వీ విల్ చెరిష్ దిస్ త్రూ అవుట్ అండ్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు వాచ్ ఆన్ March 27th ద మూవీ. కార్తిక్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ కార్తిక్. నిన్ను కూడా చూస్తాము. ఐ థింక్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు సీ యువర్ గ్రోత్ ఇన్ ఫిల్మ్స్. ఒక్కొక్క మూవీలోనూ ఒక్కొక్క స్టేజెస్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ లైఫ్ని మేము చూస్తూ ఉన్నాము. లాల్ గారు, మీరు వెళ్లే ముందు ఏమైనా తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్కి ఎనీథింగ్ దట్ యూ వాంట్ టు సే టు?
Big thanks. Thank you so much for accepting our film. Already they accepted our film. I know.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.